Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another STORMWORKS video here on the Bizza channel. Today we're going to be looking at this week's 5 great workshop creations. Just like the first video of this series, we'll be choosing 5 builds off the workshop that I think are pretty great. We'll then spawn each one of them in, give them a test and show them off a little bit. Some of these creations might be at the top of the workshop, while others might be at the bottom of the workshop. But either way, I'm going to be choosing them because they are pretty interesting builds or can be pretty useful for a career world. But anyways guys, as always, I hope you all enjoy. Let's get started. Okie dokie, so starting off with the first creation of the episode, we have the 18-meter search and rescue boat made by Elon_Mutz. As it says in the title, it is 18 meters long, it has a top speed of 101 kilometers an hour, it also holds 10,000 liters of fuel and costs about $109,000 to spawn in. It's quite pricey, but it's a pretty good boat. Let's see if we can make this big old jump, and no we can't. Awesome. There should be some, little ladder, can we jump up here? Should be able to. Very good, awesome. So, we might start on the back of the boat. Now, there's a remote control in here, which we're going to need, so scrap that one. Very good. So there's a little crane on the back here, and there's a few little crane tools inside here. We have a little connector and some cable and an extinguisher, which is pretty nice. We'll just shut that for the moment. So it's got the controls on it there, so you can turn this thing on. Very nice. And I believe you need to be on channel 1, so let's change that. Number 1. Good. So we should be able to come up. Yes, we can. Nice. That works pretty well. You can rotate and you can extend it like so. Very good. Nice. All right, so let's come down slightly, and we're going to try and connect this up. So we've got to grab the cable, connect it onto there, and go onto the winch, just like that. Very good. So let's go back to our remote control. So we should be able to come up arrow with that one. Yeah, and you push number 1 to turn the connector on, as you can see. There it is. All works pretty well. So that's pretty handy. Actually, I quite like that. We also have a bigger winch on the back here for towing things or dragging things up on the deck, perhaps. I'm not too sure. Mainly probably towing things, but yeah, we have the winch in and out controls, and we can just connect rope to it there. So here we have a bit of rope, and as it says here, rope, not for the bed, not for the bedroom. Very good. I like that. So we have some fire equipment in here, little fire pumps. We can grab one of these, chuck it on there, yeah, and turn that on, and we can put out some fires. That goes pretty far. There's a dog. That goes pretty far, actually. It's pretty good. Not too bad. He's going away from us. Bye. Yeah, we'll stop doing that. Stop tormenting the poor thing. Let's turn that off, and we'll shut that back up. Very good. I should probably put this away, actually. At least just bring it back around. Something like this would be fine, and we'll just come down like that. That'll be fine, just like so. Very good. So we'll leave that there for when we take off. Now, moving up to here, we have some deck lights. A little light just sitting up there, and that looks like it, I think. We better finish off on the outside of the boat. So that is a way in, I believe. Yeah, it looks like there's another door there. That's okay. That's what we just opened. So we can come around to the front of the boat, and we have a little hatch here. What's in there? Some fire. Oh, another fire port. Okay, cool. Very nice. And what is here? That is to get into the actual bottom of the boat. Very good. Have a little window there, and we have another fluid cannon sitting on the front there, which is pretty handy. Very good. So let's go inside now, and we're going to have a look in here. So we'll come in, we'll shut that door. So that was that door that we came through before. Very good. We can shut that as well. There's another door there. So we'll go downstairs first, I suppose. So we can turn on some lights. We've got a heater. Some more things to open, some firefighting equipment. In the front, we've got some double bunks. We've got 4 beds, that's pretty good. And in the front, again, we've got some little table and chairs by the looks. It's pretty neat. Little kitchen, very good. A little microwave. Nice, I like that. Got a few more buttons and whatnot, which is pretty cool. And that leads to the outside. Nice. So we won't worry about going up there for now. Let's head back into here. So we've got a few more bits and pieces, some welders and whatnot. Very good. Yep, so let's head down in here. So we've got engine room door lock. I think we need to turn that on. Yeah, okay, cool. So we can open that up. Got some engines in here, we've got some pumps, a few bits and pieces, very good. So the whole boat is driven by fluid jets by the looks, that's pretty cool. I like that. Got a few batteries as well, very nice. Anyway, let's get this thing moving with the heater on. Okay, we should be all good. Let's go back upstairs and work out how we get this thing moving. We've got a few seats back here, radar, map guy, some radio equipment, co-helm, and the helm. Nice. The boat's just turned itself around for some reason. Yeah, powered by fluid jets. That's pretty cool. They move and everything. Nice. Anyway, let's turn this thing on. So what do we have to do? It should be some buttons. Here we go. So we've got some nav lights, some search lights we can turn on if we need them, cabin lights, deck lights, emergency lights. They flash on the top. Oh, cool. That looks awesome. Nice. Good. Bilge pump, disco lights. Whoa! I don't think we need that. Got some flares, fuel tanks up. Okay, a few bits and pieces. Very good. Turn some cameras on by the looks. Now let's turn on our systems. We'll give that a second. Boom. Okay, the boat is on. That's pretty loud. Far out. Okay, so we got, oh, map. Very good. Nice. So we should be able to start going forward. Is that going to allow us to go forward? Yep, there we go. Awesome. So we should be able to turn left and get away from there so we don't hit anything. Very good. So apparently it goes 101 kilometers an hour. I can't see. Is that the speed there. I'm not too sure. Is that something else? No, it's definitely not the speed. Where is this? Is that the speed there? Speed and power. Oh, that's in knots. Right. Okay, so in kilometers an hour, it goes 101. Oh, that is super loud. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. So it does about 56 knots at a maximum by the looks. So we have our temperature there, RPS and everything. Very good, nice. Seems to work pretty well. We have autopilot too. So I think we can actually go back here, set a waypoint there, and we'll put that in there, turn that on, and push that button. So yeah, turn us around. Whoa, turns on a dime just about. Far out. Very good. So that all seems to work pretty well. I don't know if there's any sirens on this thing. Not that I can see anyway. No, we've got some flares though. They shoot off. I don't know where that just went actually. I have no idea. It's alright. Anyway, that's all good. But anyway, what have we got over here? We have the co-helm, zoom out next camera. So should be able to control that. Oh, there we go. We can control that. So we push number 1. That turns on that little turret on the front there. Very good. Look how that goes pretty far too. Be really good for doing like search and rescue missions and putting out fires and whatnot. Very good. Oh, I think we should go jump in the seat before we crash it. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, reverse. Can we go backwards? Yes, we can. Oh, we nearly crashed. Very good. All right, let's just stop that now. And we're going to stop right here. Very good. But anyway, that has been the 18-meter search and rescue boat by Elon Musk. Let's move on to the next creation of the episode. Alrighty, so next up we have the S5 1035 glider made by Damo Cloyd, and it costs about $6,900 to spawn in. This glider has absolutely no propulsion other than a small rocket booster in there, so it'll help you get up in the air, but other than that, it flies completely by itself, which is pretty cool. One thing you do need to know though, we do need infinity electricity on at all times to be able to use this, otherwise the battery just drains way too quickly. But other than that, it is pretty cool. We do have a little ski thing under there, I suppose that's to help with the landing, although something might break, I'm not too sure. We also have nav lights all over it. We have a little connector here in case you want to do it properly with a little tug plane. You can connect it up, which is pretty nice. We also have a little release button in there to release it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it just sits on these little wedges on the wings there to stop it tipping over too much. Lights on the side there. Looks like we have a little flag on the back. Is there one on the other side? Yes, there is. Cool. Nice. We have a little surfaces and everything. Good. So I think we might try and get this thing in the air. So we still have our waypoint from our boat. Might get rid of that one, actually. It's in the way a little bit. Get rid of that. Also, when you jump in the seat, the canopy shuts by itself, which is pretty neat. So we have our altitude there in feet. We have our speed in knots. And we have our nav lights, which we can turn on. Just the same as any other standard aircraft. We have the red and the green. Very cool. Now we are slowly turning for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. That is also the release button in case you connect this up to a tug plane as well, which is pretty nice. What I might do quickly, I might just jump out and straighten this thing up again so we don't run into the mountain there. Something like that should be fine. Yep, good. Let's jump in so the canopy shuts all by itself. So all you have to do is push number 1 and we should take off. So let's attempt to do that. Number 1. Very good. Okay, I'm pulling up. There we go. We're up in the air. Good, let's go up as high as we can while we have the propulsion. Very good, and yep, there we go, it's cut out. So we're actually completely gliding now, which is pretty nice. How fast are we going? 249 knots. Very good. So if we go up, obviously going to lose a bit of speed quite quickly, actually. Very quickly. Yeah. Okay, we might even end up stalling, but that's all right. And obviously if you come down, we're going to pick up speed quite quickly. Yep, come down, and how fast are we going? 270. Awesome. This thing works really well, actually. Oh, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Whoa! Okay, we survived that somehow. Not sure how that happened, but anyway. So what I might do, I might attempt to land this thing. Actually, I don't think that's a very good idea, but we're going to give it a good old go. Let's come around this way. Keep on coming. The rudder doesn't seem to do too much, but that doesn't seem to do much on any plane, actually. Anyway, let's keep on coming around like this, and we're facing the right way. The controls of this thing are very touchy, very touchy. Let's quickly test these air brakes as well. So let's look at our speed. If I push the down arrow, no, we're not really losing speed. Sort of, yeah. I suppose it works a little bit. Not too much, though. Anyway, that's okay. Let's see if we can actually put this thing back on the ground without too many dramas. Geez, the controls are very touchy. It flies very nice, though. It looks absolutely awesome. I really like it. All right, let's come down a little bit more. I might put those brakes on about now. It's probably a good idea. We're coming in pretty quick. Pull up a little bit. All right, here we go. Here we go. And we're coming in for a landing. Hopefully, I don't know if we have actual wheel brakes or not. And oh, dearie me. Okay, we are on the ground. I actually had... Oh, do I have damage off? I think I do. Oh, I do. I'll turn it back on. Otherwise, we would have smashed this thing to pieces, I'd say, then. That terrible landing. But yeah, it flies pretty well. Very touchy controls. Looks absolutely awesome and works pretty well. But anyway, that has been the S5 1035 glider by Damo Cloyd. Let's move on to the next creation. And for the third creation of the episode, we have the Nania R 2024 Fire Rescue Truck. This thing was made by ACC Original and has a 6-speed automatic gearbox powered by a 12-cylinder diesel engine, which costs about $48,000 to spawn in. Now this truck has quite a fair few features, so let's start with the tiltable cab. You push this button sitting down there under the grille, and you can tilt the whole cab forward so you can get to the whole engine in case something was to go wrong with it. You can fix it up or do whatever you need to do. We have our battery sitting there as well, and it stays back down with a hard point, which is pretty nice. So let's put that back right now, push that little button there, and it should click back in place just like that. So down here, we can actually fill up our fuel tank. We have 688 litres, which is pretty nice. And here you can push one of the buttons and you have a whole bunch of equipment. We have some extinguishers, hoses, welders, defibs, and some first aid equipment, as well as a couple of ropes. Moving along to the back of the truck, we have another box sitting here with some more hoses and some pumps on it. So you can actually connect these up. I'll just quickly show you. And I also have a plane spawned in over there on fire, which we're going to go and put out in just a moment. But basically, there's another box at the back here as well. You push this button and we push R, and there we go. So that goes extremely far, actually. Very good. We'll put that away just for the moment. We'll shut that back up, and we'll shut this one up as well. Very good. They look really tidy. I like that. And you can also fill up the whole tank with these pumps right here. You push pump in and you connect up hoses. And we've got a few valves here to let the water come back in, which is pretty nice. We're going to turn them off for now. We can also connect up a trailer on the back. We have power trailer and trailer connect just there. A few bits and pieces. Let's shut that one. And on this side, it's pretty much the same as the other side. A few hoses and whatnot on there, and here I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as the other side. It is. So it's pretty cool. It's covered in equipment. Over here we can charge the truck up, and that tells us our battery percentage. Now this thing actually has 3 different siren tones you can put on it, which is pretty nice. Let's jump in here. We're going to shut that door. Very good. So let's start with the interior light. See what we're doing. Now we have emergency lights on the top, which is pretty cool. We have flashing lights on the front, the top, and we have some on the back there and on the back of the top, as you can see in the corners there. Very nice, very realistic. I really like this thing. So the first siren is called a whale. And next up we have the yelp. And for the third one we have Q, whatever that is. They all sound extremely realistic. They sound very good. So let's turn everything on. We have our water level there. Very good. So let's turn this truck on. Very good. So I think it shifts automatically. No, we have to shift down to gear ourselves. So we go through the gear. We got to turn the handbrake off, don't we? Number 1. Okay, there we go. Now we're in drive. Awesome. Don't have to shift them ourselves, which is fancy. All right, so let's go over here and try and put this plane out and see how it goes. Let's head over this way. And we'll pull up closest, but not too close. I don't want to catch on fire ourselves. Very good. Let's pull up right here. Very good. We also have brake lights on the back there, as you can see. Look pretty cool. So let's turn the park brake on right here. Very good. So let's jump out, and we're going to try and put this fire out. Now, we've got to open up this back door here, turn on the pump out, and then we're going to come around the side, open up this back toolbox, and grab a hose. Connect that one up, and we're going to push R. There we go. So that should start putting that out pretty quickly. It goes very far, this water. Hopefully we're getting all of this. We'll try our best anyway. Try and aim. Whereabouts is the source of this fire? Right in the plane, is it? Or underneath? I don't really know, man. Let's just try and get it all out. And just like that, the fire is out. Very well done. Anyway, let's go and put this hose back. Chuck it in there. Put this all away. And we'll shut up this back one as well. I almost forgot, we actually have a cannon on the top, which I'll quickly demonstrate. Let's get back in here. Jump in our seat now. We can turn number 6. Push that, turn that on. Yeah, there we go. Very good. So you can push the arrow keys, and that will rotate that cannon on the top, which is pretty good. It goes very far, just like all the other ones. Go all the way 90 degrees to the right and 90 degrees to the left. And you can go pretty high up. Let's see. Yeah, look how far away that goes. I don't know if you'll ever need to go that far, but it does do it, which is pretty nice. They're also on reset control, so when you let go, it all goes back to neutral position, which is pretty cool. So we can turn that off. We also have cruise control. We have some headlights. Geez, they're bright, aren't they? Far out, a couple of spotlights down the bottom there. Very good. We also have blinker left, as you can see there, and blinker right. Pretty cool. Oh, wait, which one have I got going now? There we go, blinker right. Very good. But anyway, that has been the Nania R 2024 Fire and Rescue Truck by ACC Original. Let's move on to the 4th creation of the episode. For the 4th creation of the episode, we have the Buckel Stampede pickup truck made by 454SS. This thing has a top speed of 220 kilometers per hour, has a payload of over 11 tons, and has a supercharged V12 engine. It also features a 5-speed sequential gearbox, and it costs about $25,500 to spawn in. Now this thing is pretty fancy, so let's get into a few of the features. Let's start with the back here. We put the tailgate down like so. It has a little number plate there, as you can see, and a little trailer connector, which is pretty nice. We have a 5th wheel connector, which will lead us into our next creation, but I'll quickly show you this one first, so you can turn that on or off. Looks like we got a little winch on the back there, so that's pretty handy with a few seats as well, which is pretty nice. So we have 3 seats in the back there. It feels pretty roomy, actually. Plenty of visibility around as well. We've got a little sunroof, and we have a rifle up there, and another rifle with a bit of ammo up in the roof there. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's shut that and head around to the driver's seat. Come all the way around here. It also looks very cool too. I really like it. Nice detailed front end on it. Looks very nice. Some little, are these side steps or like kind of brush bars or something? I'm not too sure. They look cool though. Anyway, let's jump in the front here. The driver's seat. Very good. So, what is this? Quad steer. Slow speeds. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Actually, it's pretty cool. Performance mode. We have towing gear, low mode, or low gear mode rather. Very good. We have the handbrake. Let's turn that off. Let's get this thing moving. Actually, let's turn on the light. Very good. So, what buttons do we have to push to turn this thing on? How do we get this thing started? We have a little key down here. Awesome. Stampede Julie. Oh, cool. A little bit of information there. Let's shut that door. So we have heating. What's that? Oh, that turns on the lights on the door. Some little blue strips. Very cool. And we have GPS. Nice. Little map there. Very fancy. I like that. Anyway, let's go for a little drive. So I think we have to shift gears manually in this thing. All right, drive. There we go. Very good. So this thing goes pretty quick. 220 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fast. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we might have to turn around here and try going down the runway that way. So let's, oh, we've got full brake lights, by the way, as you can see there. Looks pretty cool. I'll quickly show you. We also have low beams. Oh, stop. Let's just stop right here. How do you turn the handbrake on? It's a button in there, isn't it? Very good. And we have fog lights as well, some yellow ones, so it makes a fair bit of light on the front there. We also have rear spotlights by pushing number 4, so it can light up behind us if we have to work in the dark as well. Very good. So let's turn all that off. Number 3. Okay, that's everything. Very good. Turn the handbrake off. Let's turn around, and we're going to see how fast we can get this thing to go in this little area here. It also has dual tires at the rear, which is pretty cool. Anyway, here we go. Let's see how fast we can get this thing before we crash it. I'm actually going to stop it before we crash, just in case. Okay, it's going pretty good. Okay, I think we're going to stop about here. That'll be absolutely fine. So, the coolest thing about this thing is it actually has a transfer case, so you can put it in just rear-wheel drive, or you can put this all the way forwards and it will be in forward drive, which is pretty fancy. I haven't actually seen that before. So it's quite a nice little feature there. So that is rear-wheel drive and that is forward drive. Very, very cool feature. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to use this thing as a part of the next creation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this thing around. Let's take the handbrake off. Very good. Let's bring this over here and we're going to park it up and get ready to bring the next creation in because this is a big part of it. So let's take this around here and we'll pull up just here. Very good. We also have cruise control on here, a few other bits and pieces. We have a horn, which is pretty fancy. And we can also change gear manually, so you can go into park. Reverse has a little reverse camera that pops up. Oh, there's little things as well. It's very cool. Neutral, drive, and then we have high all the way down to 5. Very good. Nice. Or is that manual, is it? Manual mode. Yeah, it must be. Anyway, I'm going to put that in park for now. I'm going to go back this way. But anyway, that has been the Buckel Stampede pickup truck by 454SS. Let's move on to the last creation of the episode. And last but certainly not least, we have the large camper trailer called the Reflection, made by Pingu. This thing is pretty fancy. It has its own onboard generator, has 3 slide-out rooms, and costs about $46,000 to spawn in. So let's do a quick run around on the outside, and then we're going to jump inside and see how it all works. So what is over here? We have a cable anchor there, so it's obviously for recharging. That is for the legs. Okay, we definitely don't need to do that right now. And what is this? That is for the connector. Very good. Let's come around this side, more for the legs. Oh, so I have a little pop-out steps by the looks. Very cool. Look at that. Very fancy. I like that. And that looks like one of the pop-outs there. We've got a few lights all around the outside, which is pretty nice. And on the back here, it has its name, the Reflection. Very nice. So what we could probably do, let's open up that door. Very good. And let's go inside. Alrighty. Can I get up onto here, please? Big old jump. There we go. So up on the wall in front of us, we have extend bedroom, slide out, extend kitchen, and seating. Very nice. All right. So what's this room here? Looks like seating. So let's try that first. Seating, slide out. There it goes. Look at that. How cool is that? All the way out and clicks in position right there. So now we have plenty of room to walk around. I believe, is that the kitchen? That must slide out as well. Let's try that next. Oh, dearie me. So let's push kitchen. There we go. Look at that popping out. Very cool. Look at that. Very fancy. Anyway, so that gives us plenty of room to walk around in here. We have a little stove. So we've made out some little cameras. It's very cool. Have like a little drawer bench looking thing made out of a door frame and a little kitchen sink. Very cool. I really like this thing. What's that there? Just a little shelf, I suppose. Nice. Looks like we have some lights in here. We have some skylights. Very fancy. A TV there. A little lounge with some little armrest cup holders. Pretty cool. I like that. Very good. I don't think that turns on or anything, does it? It must do, actually. It's a monitor. I have to look around for a button for that. And the last slide out we got here is the bedroom. So let's go up here and everything is sliding out here. Very cool. Look at that. And that stops about there. Awesome. We actually have a little skylight above that as well with a couple of little windows. Very nice little bedroom. I like that. Now, what else have we got here to muck around with? So we've got lower room lights. Oh, there we go. That's pretty bright. Very good. Is there a TV switch? I'm not too sure. It doesn't look like it. So we have lower slide out lights. That must be for... No, out there? No, I have no idea. Is that these ones possibly? I'm not too sure. Something turned on. And we have hallway lights. Very good. Exterior lights. Oh, that's what I was looking for. There we go. So nice, like kind of a light tingy blue on the outside there above the door. Slide out. One at the front and nothing on this side for some reason. Okay, that's a bit weird. Suppose all the activities on this side we're getting in and out anyway. Let's go back inside. And lastly, it comes with its own generator, which is pretty cool. So that will charge up the battery, get it to 12.6. There we go, just about 12.6. Very good. I don't know how that works, but it works. You don't ever need to refuel or anything, which is pretty cool. I don't know how they did that, but there you go. We've got bedroom light button right there. This is so bright in here, isn't it? Far out. So let's open up that door. Oh, that kind of blocks off that area too. Very good. So we have a couple little linen closets. What's in there? Okay, some thermal clothing in each of those. Looks like we've got a little... Is that a toilet? And then we've got a sink over here. What's that button do? Oh, some bathroom lights. Very good. And we have a little shower just here. Very cool. Little air ram for the shower head. Very good. So that all is pretty fancy, isn't it? I like that. Let's shut that door. So what we're going to do, we're going to fold this thing up, and it actually connects up to this little ute that we showed previously. So let's close all of these. Turn all of that off, except for the generator. We might just leave that one, but everything is folded away now. So let's go out here, put those steps away, and we're going to shut that door. Awesome. So to connect these together, we have to put down the tailgate. Yep, and then we should just be able to back straight into that. So let's give this a go. Let's jump in here. What was that button? Oh, the bonnet. I didn't show that in the last bit, did I? So that is the engine there for this thing. I forgot to show before. We have backup power and main power. So that must be for the other batteries. Very cool. Anyway, we shut that. And boom, very good. All right, so let's turn this thing on and try and connect these together. So we've got the key down here. Very good. Turn the handbrake off, and we're going to put this in reverse. Very good. So that is our little backup camera there. Very fancy. Very fancy. Whoa! Okay, I can't use that camera. Let's go, and boom, there we go. They're connected. Awesome. So let's put that back into, let's go park for the moment. Handbrake automatically applies. I didn't know that. So let's open up that door, and we're going to put that tailgate back up so it doesn't cause too many problems. Boom, very good. Let's put the legs up as well. Nice. So this thing, we can move it around this little ute. Very fancy. Shut that door, and we're going to put this thing into drive. Very good. Okie dokie. So let's go for a little spin. There we are. Look at that. Are we in four-wheel drive? Yes, we are. Very good. So we can actually put this in performance mode or tow mode. Okay, let's put that in tow mode. How's that? Too much different? Picking up speed maybe a little bit easier. It's revving a lot higher though, but anyway, let's see if we can do it without having tow mode on. We should be right. That's probably for heavier things, I'd say. Yeah, oh no, I think you would definitely need it. How, doing 56? Yeah, okay, helps quite a bit actually. Very good. Very fancy, I like that. So that seems to tow pretty well actually. I could imagine it would tip over pretty easy. Let's give that a quick little test actually. Oh, yep, certainly does. And there we go. We are done, and we've lit the whole thing on fire. Perfect. Let's get out of there before we end up dying. But anyway, that has been Pengu's camper trailer called Reflection. Probably not an ideal place to leave it, but it looks like it's glitching out a little bit and I've crashed it. My fault completely, but might pretend that didn't happen. But anyway, guys, that might do us for today. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode.